We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Blues of Louisville taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Here we go. Back. And now keep it together, defense. Keep it together. Stop, defense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Young to throw it. That's caught by Tucker. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down throw for Young. It's caught by Sanders. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll throw again. Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it.
Breaks the tackle now, Allen runs over it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Young. Now again, that's Hurst. They'll head out of bounds inside the the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. First and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. First and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Tucker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Driven it down the field nicely on the opening drive, and now it's put up a shutout.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Young with it, third and goal. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off play action, Richardson. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Richardson to throw off play action. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Seahawks are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Forced out to his left. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
First career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. It's Young off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The Cardinals, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. That's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was like bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen across midfield. He's on his way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return will stop right around the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to leave you a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on third down. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now it's Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Touchdown! Great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And Young's throw there incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. It's Tucker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The receiver's open, so who's supposed to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Young to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here is Young. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure there was a ton of time trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
The play fake. Now Young.
That's caught by Mingo right side.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 52 Blaster.
Young off the play fake. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
There was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can...
Well, he's into the clear.
He's on his way.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game for Canada top this. And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
That's to the sideline and pulled in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. A first down throw for Young. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Here we go.
Young will set to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. On play action, Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Young. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw, Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner opened their hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this club has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And now they're in the hurry up. Now here's Young. He completes this one to Mingo. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Off the play fake, Young. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 3rd down, Butler call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now on 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Young on 3rd down. That is caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Young now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Bryce Young, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Blues are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Now he's free at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Following the interception, Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo, 28 yards. And the Blues get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more. Oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Second and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 176 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
70.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt, the head coach. He wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over here just